Hello YouTube, this is DrawingKid1313, and I bring you another mod showcase. Yep, so from the background you can tell that there's a lot of TNT around, so this mod has something to do with explosives, which is the best kind of mod in my opinion. Um, so this mod is called Mo TNT, yep, and it is made by DSZM, yep. Um, so it was made by him, and he did a pretty good job on this. Basically what it does, and I have all the different things that you can craft in here, is it basically adds a whole bunch of different explosives. So this mod is very fun if you just like to blow stuff up. But it also has something that's really handy for mining. And so yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things. In front of me here, I have all the craftable explosives that you can make, including the vanilla TNT right here, and it is in order from least powerful to most powerful. So as you can see here, we have the mini TNT. Right here, we have the regular TNT. Right here, we have the big TNT. Here, we have the mining TNT. Here, we have the big big TNT cluster, I think. Let me go ahead and check that. It's just called the big cluster. And then here we have the nuke. The nuke being the most powerful. And then there's one other thing that you can craft in here, and or actually two other things, but they're not really explosive like that. I'll give you a hint, and one of them makes TNT appear all over the place, which was done on accident. I had it right here so I could show you guys, but it ended up just going off on its own. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at the ways that we craft these things, shall we? Alright, so right here I have myself a little crafting area, and with a whole bunch of the different the different kinds of explosives. As you can see, here are the two things that you can craft. Let's start out with the mini TNT first. For this, you need some sand and some gunpowder. Pretty cheap recipe, I may say, but you know, it's a pretty small explosion, so it's good if you want to do controlled explosions. So right here you can see that it's just 4 pieces of sand on each side of the gunpowder in the middle, and this gets you the mini TNT. So let me go ahead and give myself some torches, and let's go ahead and check out what this thing is all about. I'm also going to go into creative mode so I don't kill myself, even though I don't think I can kill myself with this one, but just to be safe. So let's go ahead and put it down right there, and then let's go ahead and put a torch right there. And as you can see, it's a cool little effect right there. It was pretty small. But as you can see in dirt, it basically just takes out a 3x3 area. I guess it would be like a 3x3x3. I haven't really tested it too much to see the exact strength, but that's about the gist of it. And we'll see it again right here. Again, small explosion, cheap price, so pretty cool. Let's look at the next thing. Alright, so the next piece of the next explosive that we're going to make is the big TNT, which is that one right there. Pretty cool looking, right? So to craft this, you pretty much just need 8 pieces of gunpowder, put in a square like that, and this gets you the big TNT. So let's fly to a safe place and see what this is all about. This looks like a good place. Let's go ahead and try it right here. So let's put down our big TNT and a torch. Then let's fly away. As you can see, the square that it makes is a lot bigger. And it makes sense because it was a lot bigger explosion. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one more time, because I thought it was pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put that down right there, and then a torch. As you can see, big white square, followed by a big explosion and some pretty cool effects and whatnot. And as with any explosion, it leaves some of the blocks that it breaks. So pretty cool if you just want to mine like crazy. Let's look at the next one. Alright, so the next explosive that we're going to craft right here is called the mining TNT, and this is very, very cool. I will admit it's a little bit of an overpowered it's a little bit overpowered, but nonetheless it's still very handy for all you folks that like to mine orderly and yeah, and like for all of you that like to mine controlled like and whatnot. So anyway, I kind of skipped over that, didn't I? Let's go ahead and give ourselves another golden pickaxe. So for this, you're going to need a golden pickaxe and then some gunpowder. The way you craft this up is a golden pickaxe in the middle, surrounded by 4 TNT on each side of the pickaxe. This gives you the mining TNT. Let's go ahead down into a cave and check this out, shall we? Alright, so I just dug myself a little hole right here, straight down. And let's go ahead and place our mining TNT. Now when you place this down, you'll notice that there's a little diamond pickaxe on the front. The way that this is pointing, think of it as an arrow. You know, these are the little arrow part, and then that's the line. The way that it is pointing is, that's where it's going to mine. So, if we go ahead and place it right there, basically it's the way that you're facing. So it's directional, dependent upon your player. So if we go ahead and activate this, there's pretty much no fuse, but as you can see, it just digs straight forward. And if that, if that gravel wasn't right there, it would have dug a lot further back. As you can see, it digs back all the way this, and I don't really feel like counting all those spaces, so just take my word for it that it is a very big explosion. Alright, so I'm just going to show you guys one more time. This is going to be pretty cool, I must admit. I'm just going to put one on each side of me and place down my lever. This may lag the game, just telling you. Bam. Talk about some serious mining. The only problem is you have to go and collect all the drops that formed. So pretty cool. Let's look at the next thing that we can craft. Alright, so let's look at the next thing that we have here. This is called the Big Cluster. As you can see, it's right there, so it's one below the most powerful thing, even though this definitely does a lot of damage. Now just a little bit of warning, this can lag your game quite a bit, but yeah, so just be careful, you know. But anyway, the way that you craft this is you use big TNT. So when you put your big TNT into a crafting table like so, with just 9 of them filling up each slot, you get your big cluster. So let's fly on over and check out a good place to demonstrate this little toy. I think right here looks good. We have some cows that we can kill. So I'm just going to go ahead and place down my big cluster right there, and we're going to activate it. Bam! Oh jeez, let's run. And as you can see, there's a little bit of lag, but not too bad, considering, you know, I'm recording with fraps. But yeah, for some of you on older computers, it might lag. But anyway, as you saw, hopefully, is when I placed it down and I used a torch to activate it, it pretty much just launched a whole bunch of big TNTs all over the place. So it definitely takes care of a lot of land. And it's pretty neat. Good for clearing out huge chunks of land. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at the next explosive that we can craft up. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to craft is the nuke, which is right there. The way that you craft these is with big clusters and gunpowder. So you put one piece of gunpowder in the middle, and then you put your big clusters surrounding that piece of gunpowder. This gets you the nuke. Pretty cool. Now I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. When I did this, even when I wasn't recording, this lagged the game and actually crashed Minecraft. Because there's a lot of explosions that go on when you set this off. So I'm just going to tell you right now, you may not see the actual animated explosion, but so you may just see the aftermath of the nuke. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and try it anyway. So 1, 2, 3, here we go! And sorry if that was too loud. Probably doesn't help to look at it either. Wow, 4 frames per second. Awesome. I think it's gonna crash. Alright, so as you saw there, it did crash the game. But you know, the world is still playable. And here is the aftermath of the nuke. Pretty huge explosion. I mean, just imagine if you were to set this off underground. That would be pretty massive. As you can see, not only is it a big explosion, but it leaves this cool little pattern right here. I don't even know, but it's pretty neat. And yeah, good luck if you try to use that in your world. So that was the nuke, which is the biggest explosion that we have with this mod. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other toys that this mod gives you, and it gives you 2 of them to be exact. So let me go back to my home and I will do just that. Alright, so the next thing that we have available to us with this mod is the TNT block fountain. This is pretty cool and is responsible for the mess that is around my little crafting area right here. So in order to craft this, you need a dispenser and some TNT. Now, when you put your dispenser in the middle and surround it by TNT, like so, you get your TNT block fountain. Let's go ahead away from here and place this down. So you can see I've been doing quite a bit of experimenting. Just so I know that I know a lot of the things that come with this mod. But anyway, so when you place it down, it looks like that. And if you right click on it, or if you don't do that and you just randomly wait, it'll eventually just start spraying blocks of TNT. So pretty cool. Yeah. So apparently you don't have to right click on it, it'll just do it by itself eventually. So yeah, can make quite a mess. So yeah, be careful with this one. Don't like set it off in your house or anything. Interesting. Well, yeah, there's quite a bit of lag there. So anyway, that was the TNT block fountain. Let's look at the next thing. Alright, so the final thing that we have here available to us in this mod is the bomb. This thing is pretty cool, and all it requires is some TNT and some gunpowder. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. So if we put our TNT in the middle and put gunpowder on the top and the bottom, we get bombs. So not too expensive of a recipe, but these things are pretty fun. Let's go ahead and test them out. So when you have these in your hand and you just right click, it basically launches a thing of prime TNT in the direction that you're pointing. And I don't know why it just lags so much. Hold on one sec. Alright, well that was weird. It seems that my world was corrupted somehow. But don't worry, that was not the mod's fault, I promise you. That was probably my fault from setting off multiple nukes in the same world, and then causing the world not to be able to be generated all at once, especially when running fraps. So, don't worry, that was not this mod's fault, just don't spam your computer with nukes, and you shall be fine. But anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about, and this is the bomb. This is pretty cool. So first things first, when you right click, it launches prime TNT, and this will just explode wherever it lands. Pretty simple. And it explodes when it hits either a block or an entity like a cow. Oh well. So yeah, this is pretty fun. You can just like look straight down and just go. Sorry if that was loud at all. But I just can't help myself. That was pretty fun. So anyway, that's pretty much all of the well, actually is all of the little items that this mod includes. There's one thing, however, that I was not able to show you guys, and this is the what it does with this mod is it generates a new ore called gunpowder ore, and basically, it's just like an ore like anything else, but it drops gunpowder. This is what the mod forum thread or Minecraft forum thread said. However, I was not able to find any of this gunpowder ore. I'm not sure if that's just because I installed it incorrectly or what. But anyway, I mean, the way that I installed it is I put it into the mods folder. So what you may have to do is copy and paste all of the class files and whatnot into the Minecraft.jar. So possibly try that, but anyway, that is one other thing this mod includes, is it generates gunpowder ore in the world. That way you can still play this game while on peaceful. So this has been Drawing1313 with a mod showcase on Mo TNT. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go over to the thread and download the mod and support the author, because he did a pretty good job on this, and I think it's really fun to play with. So again, Drawing Kid 1313, hope you enjoyed it, and join me next time. See ya!